Welcome, everyone. My name is Peter Marcos, and I'm the Chief Information Officer at Rotary International. In our last video, we gave you an overview of Rotary.org and the public site. What we want to do today is talk about My Rotary, the site that's meant for members to easily conduct Rotary business. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to refresh the Rotary.org homepage for the general public. And what I want to call out is a banner that flies across the top that says, if you're already part of the Rotary family, go over to My Rotary. That should be your visual cue as a Rotarian that the information that you're looking for can be found here. This site is optimized for members. It uses Rotary language and carries all of the material that members are looking for to be able to do their jobs. It's architected to make it easy to find the information you need with multiple paths to the most common information. Now, on this homepage, you're prompted to sign in and register. You do not need to sign in to access all of the information throughout this site. Much of it is available without signing in. We do encourage people to register, though, as you'll get a better experience and ultimately more personalized information, as well as the ability to see your dashboard and participate in groups. The process to register is simple. You can click on the register link, fill in a first name, last name, and assign an email, and you'll receive an activation email. For those of you that have already done that, you can sign in very simply. I will go ahead and do that now. Now, once I sign in, I will be taken to My Rotary, which is the very first tab of the menu. This is a new dashboard concept that we're introducing to really help Rotarians and clubs see the information that is most relevant to them. Here I see some elements of the new site. I see a key story that we want you to be aware of. I see messages from Rotarians, key announcements. I have quick access to the Club Finder. I have a link to update my profile and access to some discussions. What I am not seeing, but many Rotarians will see, is in this left column, you will see Rotary Club Snapshot, which will provide you instant access to your club's goals and the progress that they have against those goals. We think that that's a great tool for all club members to be able to see how their club is doing, and also will provide great continuity in the years ahead. We intend for this dashboard to grow over time. In the future, you may see information related to your semi-annual report, as well as possible grant activity that your club has ongoing. We think it'll be a great place to find the most relevant information. I'm going to go to the top and go to My Profile. You can do that by clicking on your name at the very top. The new site is optimized to allow you to collaborate and connect with other Rotarians. You'll see here a picture that I uploaded. I clearly like sombreros. And some key information about me. Okay, I'm going to scroll down here, but I'll leave it there. I don't want to give everybody my home address. You'll also notice here to the right, these are relevant links that were available on the old website that are really related to you as an individual. We make them available here under your profile because that's the most logical place that new users coming to a website would expect to find material related to them. We expect to add more here over time. You'll also notice tabs across the top to be able to connect with others and receive messages. This is laying the foundation for functionality that will be coming in the months ahead. What I want to do now is go over to Exchange Ideas. And what I will do is really focus on the menu structure, not go into detail on the pages. What we want to do today is simply provide a high-level overview. If you look at the menus, under Exchange Ideas, we start with discussion groups. One of the things that's great about Rotary that I talked about in the first video is bringing together diverse perspectives, backgrounds, and cultures. We've added discussion group functionality to allow Rotarians to collaborate on the business of Rotary. Rest assured, we have no desire to replicate functionality that Facebook and LinkedIn have, but we've heard overwhelming demand from Rotarians to be able to have a place to have discussion that is limited to members of the organization. A great example, if you want to have a conversation about a council on legislation, possible resolution or enactment, that's a good conversation to have here on Rotary.org and not necessarily have it on Facebook or LinkedIn, where members of the general public would look at it and not understand what we're talking about. Under Community Marketplace, We know that there are Rotarians that create great tools out there. Matchinggrants.org is a great example, created by a Rotarian out of California. How do you make those tools available to Rotarians around the world? How do they learn about them and be able to use them? Community Marketplace is just that. It's meant to be a place for Rotarians to share the great tools that they create. We have events here, which are great places to exchange ideas, and obviously the ability to connect with clubs. Let me mouse over to take action. We've moved from exchanging ideas, and now we want to do something. If you want to give to the organization, very prominently featured here to the left, and there are lots of ways to give, not just online. We know that projects are a key element of what Rotary clubs do. We want to be able to provide resources, regardless of where you are in the project lifecycle, whether you have an idea, whether you're in the process of implementing a project, whether you're looking to promote a project that you just completed. And you'll be able to see and volunteer on projects that other clubs are doing, utilizing the new idea platform that is available. If you're looking to do a foundation project, you can go to Apply for Grants. The very first link, Grant Application Tool, will take you right into the online application process for a foundation grant. And you can click any of these links to learn more. And we also have public image grants that are still available in a limited sense. And then lastly, there are other ways to take action that are not necessarily service projects. You could start a Rotaract club or an Interact club. You could potentially create a fellowship. All of that is part of joining the Rotary movement. Let's move on to learning and reference. Most of the training material and tools that Rotarians use to learn, or policies and procedures that they're looking for, can be found here. This is the main reference section of the site, and it has a wealth of information. We've structured it to address multiple ways that people look for information. Many people like to look by role. I'm a club president. Where do I find material that is relevant to me? You can search by club role. But another Rotarian may think to themselves, I'm looking for membership information. How do I find that? You can learn by topic. We've structured it to make it easy to get to the information any way you're looking for it. We don't forget about the history of Rotary and how we're structured in its leadership. All of that is available here, key policies and procedures as well. We have a new and improved document center. Should make it easy to find common documents. And lastly, Learning Center for e-learning and webinars are available through the Learning and Reference section as well. Moving on to Manage. For those Rotarians that remember the Member Access Portal, and remember it fondly since it was there for a very long time, most of the links and functionality that you're now looking for to be able to administer and manage your clubs and districts and the reporting you need is now under Manage, Club and District Administration. Obviously grouped by club functions here, district administration under the District Administration tab, and then contribution and reports carries a lot of the information you need, whether it's a report or you would like to see other information relative to recognition. Tools and templates. We have here tools that are useful to clubs, whether you need to download a new logo or simply want access to images. We have mobile apps. We have the community marketplace here as well. Why? Because again, if Rotarians are creating tools, some people will think about it under here as opposed to where it was before, which was exchange ideas. Going back to Manage, I don't want to forget to mention that Shop is here. So if you're looking for publications from the organization, from Rotary International, you can find them here, as well as see information about licensed vendors and special offers. The next tab, the Rotary Foundation. You'll notice the menu structure is structured in such a way that if you're thinking about the organization in terms of exchanging ideas or taking action, you can get the functionality that way. But we know that there are also Rotarians that think of the organization as I'm doing a Rotary International task or I'm doing a foundation task. And we want to make sure that we make that easy to find as well. So if you're thinking to yourself, I want to apply for a foundation grant, we have a way forward for you as well. You would come to the Rotary Foundation tab, apply for grants, and you'll notice if I go to Grant Application Tool, it takes me to the same place. So again, what you're seeing in this menu structure is a lot of redundancy. And we're doing that because we know that people think about the information and the tasks they're trying to do very differently. Give is very prominent here, And obviously, we have key information about the foundation and its history as well. And the very last tab, Member News. This is home to the latest information and really targeted at news and features that are relevant to members. The Office of the President is located here, where you can keep up with the President's blog as well as their theme, access to the regional magazines and newsletters, and obviously news and features and key announcements that we want you to be aware of. We believe that this new information architecture is simpler and cleaner and will result in more Rotarians getting to the information they need quickly and easily. We do know that there will be some transition as people shift from a site that was around for many, many years to this new structure, but we do think that once people get to know the new site, they will find it to be a huge benefit. I do want to call out one last thing, which is we also have this alternate navigation path that has proven to be very popular. You're able to say, I am a, and pick a role. And so I may say, I am a club president. And it presents you the most common options that a club president might have. We've gotten very good feedback on this section, and it seems to be a very popular way to navigate the site. You can definitely use that as well. We hope you enjoyed this overview of the new My Rotary. We believe it'll be easier for you to find the information you need, and we'll go into more depth on some of the new features of the website in the coming weeks. Thank you, and until next time.